So, part two. I quit my job in April. So, this event happened in September. I was out of work for about 10 weeks, which I needed that. Um, Now, looking back, I feel there was a reason why I fell and broke my arm. It forced me to slow down. It forced me to see there's so much more than just grinding your 70, 80-hour work week, just keeping your head down so you can pay your bills, to wake up the next day, to go to work, to pay your bills, to rinse, repeat this bullshit job, American dream, whatever. So in 8 seconds, your whole life can change. Ours did. You know how devastating it is to be at a hospital and have to look at another mother and let them know that you didn't bring their son home. It's a hell of a thing to have to heal from. Obviously, 2 years later, I'm still eaten up by it. As much as I talk about the things that have happened, especially that event, it's healing and so painful all at the same time. So I quit my job in April. We moved to a small town in June. Great house, but it's expensive. I mean, it's $2,150 a month to rent. And my husband and I and our 2 boys moved in. We were told we had access to 2 private ponds and a meditation trail, and it was just what I was going to need. Well, come to find out, we have to cross through 2 private properties to get to these 2 ponds we supposedly have access to that also has a meditation trail. Now, these landlords knew that we were attacked and didn't think for 1 second you have to go through 2 pieces of private property to get to these ponds? Well, I was attacked on private property. So there goes the benefit of that. Anyway, we stay because there's nowhere else for us to go. We're enduring it. So we're all working. My husband one morning was headed to work and was following a bus driver. And the bus driver was in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. And they were doing about 40, 45. He can hear the tires squealing through the S-turns coming down the hill. So he informs the police officers. The police officers inform him to let the principal know at the school, because they are dealing with the death of a police officer here in town, and just instructed him to go place his complaint with the principal. So he does just that. 2 days later, that bus driver approaches him because the principal and the SRO blow his identity, where he works, what he drives, who he is. So bus driver is confronting my husband, informing him that if she loses her position, something bad would happen to him. Great. Here we go. So that triggers him, right? Here we go, PTSD. Trauma survivor, now being threatened. So he automatically clocks out. He can't stay at work. He's distraught. So he leaves, takes a couple days. Came back into work to a voicemail from somebody else saying harm would come to him if anything happens to their mama. and losing her job. So, of course, then we reach out to the superintendent to let them know this isn't right. You shouldn't blow the identity of people that place complaints against the harm being done to children. So, the superintendent doesn't care. Says he'll talk to the bus driver himself. Just adding more fuel to the fire. My husband quits that job because now everybody knows where he works, who he is, what he drives, all of it. So that forces us to have to find another job, which of course then you go a couple weeks without pay. So we get behind on the car payment. Great. A little bit behind on rent. Awesome. Husband gets a new job. A couple weeks later, car company is at new place of business, embarrassing the shit out of him while they repo our car. Now, January of this year, I informed the landlord, hey, we're going to be a little bit late. I'll have rent to you, but it's going to be January 16th. Which she automatically turns around and informs me that if I don't have it to her by the 15th, she will not be renewing my lease. So I decide, fine. Fuck it. Nobody's getting this money. I guess we're moving. Because if my 24-hour window isn't good enough for you and I've stressed my ass off trying to figure out how to come up with $2,150 for your house, kiss it. Life is too goddamn hard to be worrying about having your pillow held hostage. So we informed them we're going to leave, right? So massive ice storm hits here. And nobody can leave their house for days. My car was stuck in the driveway for, I think, 15 days. I couldn't get it out. I had my employees having to come and get me because they had 4-wheel drive. I had to walk into work just to make sure I can open the store. This is the only store up here for people to get essentials during this time if they could get out of their driveway. So we do that. They give us until February 10th to get out, which is fine. We did just that. We started packing up, trying to find somewhere else to go. My boys ended up leaving. You know, my youngest son, he moved in with his girlfriend. My oldest son, he moved out. He moved in with a roommate. So now it's just Roger and I and our 3 dogs. Couldn't find anywhere to go. So we are now homeless and living at a hotel. Life is good, baby. We're still here. Because waking up and you start praying, you pray a lot. And had you asked me 23 years ago, up until 23 years ago, I would have been deemed like an atheist, right? There's something created us, but here we are just kind of walking around. I feel the bigger picture. I see the bigger picture. Things happen for a reason. And we're always told, you know, God gives us what you can bear, what you can handle, because when he releases what you're meant to do, it's great. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got in store for me, baby, because it's been a hell of a ride. A hell of a ride.